Go home. Oh my god, I feel so much back.
Talking to the goddamn mic, man.
Wow.
We're back.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Inside the Lines. I'm your co-host, Haytham Nekhle, with
Mohsen Safi.
Irfan Safi.
Man, it's been a long time since we've been in the studio. How have you guys been doing?
brought to you by the KSN. I don't know if we I forgot that part, but
How are you guys
right.
doing, though, man? It's been a while since we've been in the studio.
Yeah, it's been very long. But it was a much needed break. You know, we were able to get Haytham to go do the pod elsewhere.
yeah, much needed break.
Not much of a break for Haytham, shooting a couple of podcasts. But, you were at Dean's wedding a week ago, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Finally,
How'd that go?
my big day happened. It was a beautiful wedding. Alf Mabruk to the Aris, Dean and Musa.
You also were at a wedding, Anas's wedding.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Been to Egypt second time. Congrats again to Anas on his wedding. He's definitely he's celebrating right now in his honeymoon.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to reach him,
one.
that's for sure.
Yeah, he's unreachable right now. But, he's enjoying his time as a, first-time husband.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, we've had the downfall of Desert Lion this past week.
Fuck does that mean? First time husband. Yeah. Yes, Nick. Obviously.
Anyways.
Well, first
You know.
time, man. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
make
yeah.
it clear. This day and age, sometimes it can be second,
He's
third,
like
fourth.
23 years old.
Some great highs this past week with Dean getting married and Anas getting married. Also some lows, the downfall of Desert Lions, which we'll get to. But, let's go through the Final Four matchups. G-Mob versus Warriors was, kind of a rout for the most part. Game started, was very difficult for Shaham to get any snaps to him. Threw a couple picks, also had difficulty with some fumbles. And Dylan started the game off really well, getting a touchdown pass to Issa Hitchens, along with a nice spin move to get a touchdown. They went up 14-0 at half, and then, kind of just went on to win the game 20-6. What do you guys think about this game overall?
Yeah, I think G-Mob, they came this week ready to go 100%. Aaron Johnson, all those guys on the defensive side of things, they really took it to Shaham. They spoiled his, what was it? His final ride, retirement tour. They really they were chasing around all day.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough end to Shaham's career, in the KXPFL. Who knows if this is his last game, but from the talks of town, it seems like he's going to be, moving to California, maybe his last game of his career.
He's for sure moving to California.
He's for sure moving. It's definitely his last game in KXPFL.
Who knows if he comes back, man?
Fly back next year. Things can change, things can happen. We've seen it happen in other leagues.
Yeah, I've been trying to, start a little maybe California KXPFL. We'll see. They got money out there, so we're definitely into that. Cha-ching.
Yeah. And, Dylan looked strong throughout the day, along with Aaron Johnson. Both of them looked really good all throughout the day. What do you guys think about, Dylan's effort this week and, how he kind of performed throughout the day?
Yeah, he played well. I was obviously tuning in. Me and Hamza were tuning in from Medina, but, it was definitely a good game in terms of for G-Mob side, but, honestly, I just think Warriors just came out flat. G-Mob looked really well, but like I said last week or a couple weeks ago now, when G-Mob gets ahead, it's kind of hard to beat them. So it wasn't expected, the end result wasn't expected with the way it started. But, yeah, I think Dylan played well. I think the whole team played well overall. He didn't really have to do much. He just had to play like a game manager.
Yeah, and we'll definitely talk more about G-Mob as the day progresses. Now with Shaham gone from Warriors, looking forward for them. Do you think they'll be back next year? What do you think their next steps are?
I hope they'll be back. They got a strong unit. They got a solid core. They just need to replace a quarterback. Everything else is there. All the pieces are there if they can keep these same guys. Maybe, Matt Gills or somebody's going to step up to the plate for Shaham's role.
Yeah, Shaham's a good quarterback, but, honestly, I feel like he's just had a hard time putting it together when it mattered. He has a really nice ball, but I feel like he can't put together that perfect game. And honestly, there's at times where I feel like Old Man played better than Shaham would for that team. So I think if they run it back, bring Old Man in, get another center, they'll be just fine. They'll be a top 4 or 5 team. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they could take that next step if they get Gills and kind of revamp that offensive line.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest weakness on that team.
I'm kind of surprised they struggled a lot against G-Mob on the line. I think the Warriors have the heaviest offensive line of all
Yeah.
time, like
Yeah,
weighing
but that
over like 1,500.
yeah, but
No, for sure. I mean, Darius, he's a finalist for the offensive player of the or offensive line of the year, which we call the Protector Award.
anybody else, buddy? But like honestly, I mean that just goes to show how good of impact Aaron had.
Yeah.
On the defensive line, along with everyone else on that team.
Yeah,
you know,
Shahada, he was getting in there.
Yeah. he's taking a step back, I feel, but he's still, he's still a pretty solid player. He did have a really good season a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
He won D player, yeah.
Yep.
But
I think
again,
it's also just playing next to these talented players, compared to who he was playing with last year. So yeah, he wasn't as much of a beneficiary as some other people are with a good defense, Zaid. But yeah,
Zan had a couple interceptions this game.
Yeah, playoff Zan Hitchens, man. He's a different beast than what he was in the regular season.
Yeah, everyone
He was
just talks about Issa, but
catching the ball on everybody.
yeah, Zan's been looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's really all for the Warriors. Best of luck next season. Gills is a great option. They have other options, but we definitely hope to see them back in the summer league.
100%, yeah.
And then next up, we had the the rivalry of our league, LOB versus Desert Lion. This game started off pretty crazy. The hype was all around LOB. Hytham was at the wedding the night before, really hyping up LOB throughout the week. So it was kind of disappointing to see the first play being an 80-yard touchdown by Imran.
Yeah, I was recording. I had the camera. I was watching it through the lens, and unfortunately, they kept throwing the ball to one another, and LOB couldn't really figure out where it was going next, and they scored a touchdown right off the bat.
So Imran with that first touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, went up 8-0. LOB actually responded pretty well. Hussam had a 10-yard touchdown run, made it 8-6, and then the last 7 minutes of that half was very ugly. It seemed like they just kept going back and forth throwing picks.
Yeah, I don't know what the decision was, or the where the leadership was at the end of the first half. They burned all 3 of their timeouts and then settled on a field goal attempt instead of just going for a touchdown. Didn't really make sense, going for a field goal there. You have one try either way, again, it went wide right because they had Zauer kicking the ball, and I've never seen him kick the ball before. So
Yeah. Hey, Hussam had that pick, to get the ball back, but then literally the next possession threw another pick, and then I think 500 actually got that.
yeah, he went airborne, Mr. 500. That's the highest I've seen anyone jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. Imran didn't see him, and he plucked that right out of
yeah,
the sky.
Imran played a pretty bad game.
Yeah.
But they still somehow managed to get out. But that first half was very ugly, and honestly, it was working perfectly in LOB's favor, and they just came up short. They had a couple picks there at the end of the half. There's just mismanaged, and this goes back to the last 2-3 weeks of the season where they were playing QB carousel, where just kept switching quarterbacks every single week.
Yeah.
And then now they go back to Hussam, who was their quarterback, going up to this season. I feel like if he had those couple weeks of reps under him, it would be a little better for them. He looked good, and then outside of those couple poor plays by him. But, yeah, it was just mismanaged. Desert Lions played a really poor game. I mean, they had a poor day, but LOB had it, and they kind of just
They got in their heads a lot at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
Some things were said that really rubbed the LOB the wrong way, and it got in their heads. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It cost them the game. To be honest, the penalties. Desert Lions basically got a free touchdown. They got 70 yards in penalties that drive, basically.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of that drive, at the end of the half, it was 8-6. To start the second half, about 60 to 70 yards of penalties, leading to a Imran to Shafiq touchdown. That made it 15-6. And at that point, it just seemed like LOB lost their minds.
Yeah.
all hell broke loose. Adam was yelling at one of the referees, told him never come back here. He got a personal foul. Everyone was getting personal fouls that game.
Yeah.
And, it was hard to contain as a commissioner, but sometimes you just gotta
And as a fan too, it's just disappointing to watch because you feel like these guys are always there every single year, and you think they'd finally learn, regardless of what was said or what happened on the field. They've had 5-6 years of experience under the belt playing, and they've always come up short. So you think they would get a level of maturity and just be able to kind of control themselves. But, that team was just lacking leadership, someone who kind of calmed them down. But, yeah, honestly, that game was in their hands. They kind of just let it go.
Yeah, I think overall, though, in general, LOB for the past 3 years, we've talked about this before too. It's mainly the newer teams that come in and they cause a ruckus. This is the first time LOB showed that much of a ruckus throughout the season. You think the fact that they haven't won yet is really getting to them?
I mean, just going real quick, they did get into a big fight earlier in the season and forfeited the entire game. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Like the first 3 seasons.
Yeah. They've always been like a solid group of guys, but I mean, with any team, you got a couple hotheads, and yeah, just unfortunately, like dumb things being said. I feel like us as the commissioners and things like that, like we also need to kind of like put our foot down on certain things being said in the games.
100%.
Again, it's hard to kick somebody out based on like what was said. You didn't hear. You just go and hey, you're out of the game. It doesn't really make sense from a commissioner standpoint. But again, it's a Muslim league. We try to keep things respectful. We're not a regular league. We have to understand that it's a brotherhood at the end of the day, and we should respect ourselves a little bit more than that. Yeah.
Now I will say, even though Desert Lion won that game, it seemed like that little fight that happened in that game kind of affected them in the championship game as well.
Yeah, 100%. They were not locked. Their team was, unfortunately, it worked for them in the LOB game, but it came back to, I feel, bite them in the butt against GMOB. The team was rattled. A lot of the people on that team are friends with LOB, so what was said kind of rubbed everyone wrong, and missing foot in AA didn't help, because having that veteran leadership in the locker room missing for the championship really that was the absolute worst thing that could have happened.
And to add on to that, honestly, like in a situation like this where they got into that fight, it would have been nice for them to have like a period to like rest or at least talk things out. They actually decided not to take the hour gap, like the hour break in between games. Imran ended up deciding to play the back-to-back. What were your thoughts on, them deciding to play the back-to-back?
Obviously, hindsight.
Wait, before you guys, we gave him a 40-minute break, by the way. So just real quick, I don't want to you waste the whole segment talking.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight is obviously 2020,
Yeah.
but I understand it. I mean, I know it didn't work out here, but like sometimes you don't want to take a break and kind of get stiff and tight. But like it's nice to stay loose. So if they played right after, it's fine. But if they had depth, it would have made more sense. But it seemed like they were short. They were missing 2 of their best linemen on both ends of the field. So yeah, I mean that was an interesting decision. Usually the first seed wants that little break, but I do completely understand why they wouldn't. Just so they can kind of stay loose and be good to go. But again, that's definitely not the reason why they lost.
Yeah. Speaking of the championship game, so Desert Lions versus GMOB. GMOB's lost their last 4 games against Desert Lions. Actually came into this game and destroyed Desert Lions 28-0. Game started with like a 3-yard pitch to Issa for a touchdown. And then later on, Rory had a touchdown as well, making it 14-0 going into the half. Isaac with the pick 6, and then Zan had his final touchdown to end the game. It was 28-0. And, Aaron Johnson with the finals MVP.
Yeah, Aaron Johnson, just like he was for the entire day, he was a menace. He was blowing up the offensive line for Desert Lions. Imran was running for his life, and I think that contributed to his interceptions that he threw that game. He actually made them switch positions. He got was off of center, and they had to find a new center for that game. I think it was Mustafa. He was playing center. Aaron was, he was just running straight up the middle, knocking out he was like a bowling ball. They were just the pins in his way. He had a strike every single time because he was after Imran the whole time. So.
Yeah, Imran with 4 picks in that game. Honestly, not the best performance from him, Irfan.
Yeah, definitely not the best performance. We've definitely seen a lot better from him. We do see what he can do when he had time in the pocket. So I mean, this game they just lost in the trenches. And yeah, I think the moment they lost was obviously that fight last game, but also like the moment you switch your starting center, who by the way, week in and week out begs us to say that he's like a top 5 center, tells us, oh, I should be lineman of the year, I should win all pro, but that same man got destroyed and got pushed to left tackle or right tackle. They should have just took him out the game because he was getting cooked on each side regardless. Shout out Mustafa though, he played really well that second half. I was tuned in and he was holding his own against Aaron. He was doing really well there. But again, was a great snapper of the ball. Blocker, not so much. I mean, he got ran through. And the moment they switched him, GMOB knew they were kind of in their heads. They were up 14, and at that point, they just kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, they were toying with them at the end. Yeah. They were celebrating, emoting on them, anything that could happen.
Yeah. Speaking of the O-line, obviously missing Foot, who, is a finalist for the offensive line, first team. Very difficult to kind of cover up. It seemed like Imran was running around the whole day. We've seen Imran in championship games before. I think previously against LOB, they were down 14-0. But he was able to fight back. I think both of you guys were on the line at that time. But at this, to me, honestly, I think the line kind of struggled.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
them.
not having Foot on the offensive line obviously hurt them, but at the end of the day, it was their center position that kind of cost them. Because Mustafa played really well, and then they had Sayed on the other side.
Yeah. It was Sayed and then the other guy. I don't remember.
Jason.
Yeah.
So so they were okay. Jason didn't play too well of a game either, but yeah, I feel like that center position, him moving Mustafa, replacing him in center was really good. But yeah, Foot being right tackle or left tackle would have probably helped. Then they would have had to bench was. I don't know how that would have happened. But yeah, I think the moment Aaron blew up the center position, it was kind of over.
Yeah, Foot missing, it was like a gaping hole was left in Desert Lions' offensive line. Speaking of gaping holes, AA on the defensive end, they were missing him too.
Yeah.
There was no pressure on Dylan.
No pressure
He had
at all.
all day to throw, and he made the most of it. He was running down their throats. He was throwing it all up and down the field. There was nothing they could do.
Yeah.
Speaking of nothing they could do, Soban was actually he was like a ball hawk. He was like Ed Reed out there against Desert Lions.
He was like Ed
there
Reed
was like
and Ray
5
Lewis at once.
broken up passes. I mean, they were a little sketchy. A lot of people getting injured. A lot of
Yeah.
celebrations being out there. But yeah, I mean,
No, yeah,
he
you could
didn't really
definitely-
get called for that.
Yeah,
so.
you could definitely tell G-Mob came in with a different intensity that, not many teams were able to match. Like Desert Lions definitely didn't. Defensively, like you were talking about, no pressure.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
pressure.
And the
Really
finalist for
hard.
Defensive Player of the Year along with MVP. Mohamed Zaid.
Yeah, he was DPOY last year. Was nowhere to be found. Just makes you wonder if he was a product of AA. Well, again, he won DPOY last year without AA, so I guess not. So I guess it was just him taking advantage of inferior teams where he was just able to kind of run through whichever offensive lineman, and then when he matches up against a better lineman, he kind of struggles. But yeah, Zayd was nowhere to be found. They definitely needed him. Really poor play by him. I don't know. I think it was more so G-Mop's offensive line being that good.
I think Zayd was a little injured as well.
Okay.
I saw it, and he was like rushing up the middle. It definitely wasn't the same Zayd, but I think he was definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Shout out the G-Mob players. I think last time I called him Broccoli Head. His name's Ahmed, by the way. I talked to him.
Yeah,
He's
I was
a really
gonna say
nice
that
kid.
guy was good. Yeah.
He was really good. Shout out Booty Bandit. I think Adam Shahaber. Booty Bandit. He had a sack during that game as well. But all those guys on G-Mob, man, props to them. They finally took down Desert Lions. It's kind of bittersweet for us. We played with them. I think all of us were on the team with them at some point. So we definitely have some history there with Imran. It's kind of sad seeing him lose, but it also makes us very happy because
Yeah, I
finally
mean,
someone else won the league. There's no
First time neither of us were on the team and they lost. So
shout out.
not trying to
Imran.
say anything, but
I mean, we are, a lot of the conversation we're having right now is about the offensive line. So, I definitely think you guys could have helped.
Speaking of that, is this the time to say it?
Nah.
No.
yeah, it's perfect. What are you talking about?
Irfan Safi is taking this. No, I'm coming back. I've decided if I die on that field, I die on that field. KXP, I'll give my life for KXP. I don't know what team I'm going to come back to, but my DMs are open.
So if you're looking for
you're
a
looking-
Hall of Fame
If you're looking
lineman,
for a Hall of Fame left tackle that will give you, 1 or 2 drives a game, hit me up. Because
protect your blind side because I
Yeah.
know a lot of teams need that.
Except Dark Side, please don't hit me up.
You heard it here first from the podcast. Haitham Nakhle making his return to the league. Are you talking about for the fall league or
For the
summer?
fall league, definitely.
Wow.
Summer league, Aaron Johnson, I don't want anything to do with that.
Wow. How's your training been?
Absolutely terrible. I mean, actually, no, it hasn't been because I've been running left and right on the field, chasing down people, trying to fight each other. So
The decision hasn't been made yet on what team he'll be playing for, but Haitham Nakhle,
special episode.
free agent, may have a special episode decision.
Same the NBA, man.
I'm gonna be like LeBron. We're gonna set up like a studio and everything.
Well, we
Yeah.
already got it here.
Oh,
So it was decided that Aaron Johnson would be the Finals MVP. I got to give some props to Dylan. He had 3 touchdowns in this game. Thoughts on giving it to Aaron instead of giving it to Dylan? Because I think they both could have won it.
Yeah, I mean, we had discussions. Everyone that was at the field, it could have gone either way. They both deserved it 100%. Dylan was amazing. He was after it all day, but I think the importance of Aaron to really shut down Desert Lions, like where they are the best in the league with their offensive line, defensive line. Aaron Johnson showed none of that mattered, and I know Double A and Foot weren't there to but I mean.
Yeah,
Either way,
I mean,
he
Imran
was-
had 4 interceptions.
Yeah, he was
and
that.
He
like,
was
statement
Yeah.
piece. I feel like
he brought the pressure.
the way that they were playing, I feel like Dylan. Props to him and stuff. But you could have put me back there. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true at all. But you could have put a less skilled quarterback, and they still would have done some serious damage with the time that they had. They were just all over the place.
There was 0 sacks, I think, right? 0 sacks given up.
Yeah, I think
and then
so.
Aaron had a couple sacks, just disturbed that whole line. So I mean, he was impacted the whole game
Yeah.
from beginning to end.
And shout out Isaac, man. Won a championship with Desert Lions. Won one in the fall league, and then made his own team and with GMAB winning a championship.
Yeah, he was team CTSPN, KXP All Stars, and now GMOB. So he's won on a different team in every league
Yeah.
or every season.
I think he wasn't with Desert Lions the second year.
Not
right?
Desert
No,
Lions, but
he was with
CTSPN the
CTE.
first year. He was
Yeah.
with us
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we played.
Yeah. Us.
Us.
Yeah.
You played, right?
Yeah, I was on that
I
team.
played.
Yeah. So shout out Isaac for that.
Yeah, shout out Isaac. Shout out. I don't know if we can. I don't even know if he's going to sponsor us, so I don't even know if we should include that right now. But shout out Isaac.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. Now with the fall season coming up, what do you think's next for Desert Lions? Do you think they'll take the fall season off and then come back, or what do you think's next?
Yeah, I know already. Amran is going to be playing with LOB. Their team is splitting up like they always do. Last fall they did the same thing. I think most of them are going to be on LOB, and then some of them will go to Shafiq's team,
Yeah.
the KXP All Stars. We saw them last season. They might be under a new name, but I think Saeed is coming back too.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I don't know how that's going to be. We saw when Saeed played with them in 3-peat, it didn't go so well. The experiment kind of failed.
Yeah.
And then when Shafiq led his own team, so that there might be some drama there. But Shafiq being the younger brother, he pays
Yeah.
his respects.
Yeah,
to
I will also
Saeed.
say, Saeed, he has a history of being a great quarterback, and in the Turkey Bowl too, he played really well.
He's very solid. He's one of my favorite, players. One of my favorite people to play with. Always get along with him. I love that guy, man.
Shout out Saeed, man.
Shout out Saeed.
Excited to see
Shout
you
out
back.
Saeed, man. But yeah, LOB. I mean, LOB with Imran. You think? What do you think that would do for Imran's legacy if he were to play quarterback for LOB and win him a championship? It's been 4 years and LOB hasn't won a championship.
I don't think they want him to play QB, and I don't think he wants to play QB. He wants to play wide receiver. He's tired of playing quarterback. He does it for the summer because of like how serious it is and stuff for his legacy. But it's kind of like out the window at this point. He lost
Yeah.
to
I mean,
G-Mob.
I will tell you, man. Like, fall league to me, from what I've seen so far, is probably more competitive than summer. It's pretty even across the board. I feel like you have like 4 or 5 teams that could win. KXP All Stars struggled last year. I think they started the season 0-2,
Yeah.
and they ended up winning a championship. And they beat some tough teams.
I think there's definitely more mega teams in the summer, so you do see a little bit more competitiveness in the fall with the teams. But MF was kind of like a super team we saw, and
Yeah.
they kind of got split up, and I don't think they're making a return now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's breaking
Yeah,
news.
developing story actually. It seems like Matthew Gills deciding that he doesn't actually have a team. to
but-
play
yeah,
for.
he's deciding that. But yeah, I think he's joining forces with other teams. I think they're kind of looking in free agency what they could do.
I think the reports coming out today from training camp is saying that he's planning on having his own, little tryout on Saturday, workout, and there'll be a couple teams watching him play.
Get Shumps over here, dude.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Former MVP. I will say one thing. I think the first year he played with Commanders,
Yeah, he joined the Commanders
and
late.
we were pretty impressed with his talent. And then the year after, he won MVP.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had that injury, but then ever since then, it's been kind of the downfall for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still kind of rehabbing. So it's his first time really out there after injuring his knee. So I think people just want to see how healthy he is and he's able to, compete at a high level. I know he tried playing with LOB. He looked good out there in terms of his arm. He obviously can't run full speed, but that might be something that he's gonna put on display tomorrow or Sunday.
Undefeated in the summer. The summer of
Yeah.
this year. He won 2 games for them. They cut him off the team.
He
Yeah.
could have probably helped them, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I think in general, they just had a lot of like questions at quarterback, which made it difficult. But yeah, we named some pretty talented free agents. Gills. We talked about Hytham. Also, Michael Johnson,
Yeah,
free
MJ.
agent. MJ, very solid.
MJ
Charles.
And then Sherian Khan, another free agent. Some solid talent out there. So, for the teams that are signing up, make sure to reach out to these people. Very talented players. What are you guys most looking forward to in the fall league?
Man, I hope they all go sign with Darkside, kind of help them revamp that team.
And
Yeah, that would be sick. The thing I'm most looking forward to is Bamboo Burgers.
What I'm looking forward to is KFL and KSL running at the same time.
Yeah, that will be very.
what's the
cool.
update with that?
We're running the soccer league and the football league at the same time on Saturdays. It may very well be at the same exact location, but that's still, being ironed out.
Yeah, that would be sick because the people that play in both,
Yeah.
they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to go far. Just walk across the field and lace up the other cleats. So
Yeah, it should be a fun year. Fun fall season. Very interested to see what the teams end up being like. Again, make sure to get your rosters in so we could submit everything for jerseys. But obviously, before the season ends, we have to award people. Talks about a possible award show.
yeah, we're aiming for September 3rd. Mm-hmm. MOTW Palatine.
MOTW Palatine, September 3rd is the plan. 8 p.m.
Yeah, I think.
Championship teams getting their rings,
Customized rings.
Custom rings this year.
That's
we went
nuts.
all out for you guys.
The commissioners hate Desert Lions. They announced that the moment they lost. It's crazy.
No.
We
That was
it
announced the
before,
morning.
the morning of.
Because we knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
I've seen these, rings. These are the best rings I've seen. Plus the names and everything. It'll be pretty sick. Shout out Gmob. Hope
Yeah.
to see you guys there.
we really wanted to make the rings a little bit more personalized this year, kind of commemorate, and instead of you win a ring, I have a bunch of them at home, but again, they all look the same, they all kind of give the same shine, but I think a personalized ring really
Yeah.
that'll hit home.
So we hope to see you guys there at that award ceremony.
Please show up. Please show up.
September 3rd, MOTW at Palatine, hopefully 7 or 8 p.m.
If you don't show up, I'm taking your award and I'm etching your name off and I'm putting my name on there. So
Yeah.
Look out for messages or emails or DMs by us reaching out. We may have some of you host as well. So feel free to, contact us if you want to participate within the award show. But yeah, everyone's welcome to come and it'll be a good time.
yeah, if you're not camera shy, please let us know. We'll get you on that stage to present awards. If you are camera shy, don't come. Don't come.
And like you said, there's a lot of
You could
different
tune
awards
into the
to
live
win.
though.
You
Yeah.
could show up in the crowd. don't embarrass us.
Buy a couple drinks too, please.
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah. Minimum $10 you gotta spend.
It's like half a drink.
But yeah, some of the awards, MVP, some of the finalists, Imran, Dylan Warden, Zaid Muhammad. We'll kind of see where that goes right now. I feel like everyone has a clear understanding of who might win that.
Yeah, I mean, just going off that, I mean, MVP of the regular season, guys.
Yeah.
Like Dylan Warden, I feel like most of his MVP play came at the very end of the season and in the playoffs. Zayd and Imran, I know they were the other two. They were kind of competing neck and neck for the MVP award, and I'm excited to see where that ended up.
Yeah. We also have different awards. Rookie of the Year, which we, talked about pretty extensively.
It's probably the hottest one.
Yusuf Saleh, Muhammad Ayesh, Omar Shaibi. Those are the finalists for that award. It'll be interesting. I actually don't know where this will go.
Yeah, I think in our talks, it was kind of between Hamouda and Yusuf. They both kind of had almost like the same, success that we saw. But, I'm excited to see where that ended up too. I actually don't know because I forgot on the vote. So
Yeah, and
actually
Omer
don't-
started off the season really hot. So he was front runner those first
Yeah.
couple weeks. Kind of cooled off later on. But yeah, I mean, he was a really good rookie as well. So
Yeah.
excited to see, what happens. Obviously, come tune into the award show to find out.
And then Offensive Player of the Year, you got Shafiq, Yusuf, and Muhammad Ayesh. So similar guys, but, very talented seasons for all three of them.
yeah, 2 Rookie of the Year contenders and Shafiq. He's that old man is a staple in I think flag football. He's always there. He's always on offense. He's always killing it. So shout out Shafiq. I hate
Shout out
that guy,
Shafiq,
but
man.
shout out Shafiq, bro. I hate his guts.
Is he playing soccer this year?
I don't care. I hate that guy so
Nah,
much.
he'll
dude.
be too invested in football. I think he'll probably take soccer
I
off.
don't know. I feel like he
He's
needs to play
definitely
soccer.
he's a top 2 Saeed brother. He's not number 1.
And then we have Defensive Player of the Year, Shahriar Khan, who had 4 interceptions along with 3 defensive touchdowns. Zayd Mohammed, who had 19 sacks, and then Abdullah Qasim, who had 6 interceptions.
Yeah, shout out AQ, man.
Yeah, shout out AQ, man.
Shout
6
out-
interceptions. I
He was
think
a
he,
good player, right?
Shea Island.
he might have showed up for like 5 games too, honestly.
Yeah, he had
AQ.
6 interceptions. He like broke his wrist or something like that
Yeah.
halfway through the season.
And
He's crazy.
and then 3 defensive TDs for Shahriar. That's pretty impressive. And-
Yeah, he kind of got ate up in the playoffs though.
yeah.
Zan Hitchens, he scored.
See, I mean,
on
that
him.
just goes to show like that whole defense runs on the defensive line. When the defensive line brings pressure, these cornerbacks get interceptions. When the defensive line isn't able to bring that pressure, the cornerbacks don't have enough time to, stay with their guys. So at the end of the day, football's a game of trenches. Desert Lions got manhandled, and everyone looked bad on that defense.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, Protector of the Year. This is our first time giving this award. I think it's pretty cool. It goes to the O-line Player of the Year. You have Foot, you have Aaron Johnson, and you have Darius Weekless. Pretty solid tandem of protectors. I know Hytham's looking at this and hoping that'll be him next year.
Not hoping. If I play and I give my all, that's me every time. This award should have been around back in my prime, like in the '90s, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
unfortunately-
think it'll be it'll be nuts. I think that's probably the closest of all the awards. I think that's the one where I have no idea about. Because again, it's a regular season award. I've seen games where Aaron wasn't lineman, offensive line. So, but you can see the loss of Foot in
Yeah.
that championship day. So,
Shout out Foot.
Shout out Foot, man.
He was in New York partying when his team was losing the championship.
and then he's blaming us for the schedule,
Yeah, get out of here, dude.
which was released all the way back in May of 2026.
But because was said we had a month off. This guy. I hope you learned your lesson, buddy. Should have told your cousin to move his wedding day. Would have had more success.
And just a reminder, All Pro First Team awards will be out as well. These will all
kidding.
be at the award show.
I love you, Foot.
So we definitely hope to see you guys there at the award show. Any final thoughts or anything from you guys?
It was a great season, huh?
It was a season.
Come on, it was a great season, dude. We had a different champion.
Yeah. I mean, the ending, it's bittersweet seeing
Yeah.
our darlings fall.
I will say, man, shout out Hamza. He actually called out G-Mob with the win, He was saying that was his prediction for them to win.
Yeah, shout out Hamza, huh?
Yeah, shout out Hamza. I mean, he said the Warriors are going to win it all. Then he said G-Mom was going to win it all.
Then he said LOB is gonna win it.
Yeah, I should have predicted like that too. Just picked every team in the league and been like, yeah, I was right about something. I will say this. One of the greatest days of my life, Saturday night before the playoffs. One of the greatest days of my seeing Dean get married, seeing how happy he was, dancing with him, having the opportunity to dance with him.
I swear,
Thursday-
that video looks like an AI generated meme.
Thursday and Saturday.
I didn't know you had moves like that.
I got moves, brother. Just wait till the season.
I don't think that he was moving. I think the camera was moving
It was
there.
definitely the camera and Dean. But yeah, unfortunately, the greatest day of my life followed by the worst day of my life, seeing them lose. I got my video with Dean though, so
I'm not gonna lie though, it looked pretty cool, man. A lot of the people from the league all hanging out together. It's
Yeah, it
kind
was
of
mostly LOB.
part of that brotherhood though.
Some of the Desert Lions players. That's why it was so weird because they're all friends, everything's cool, and then unfortunately, so
Bridgeview,
Rumors.
KBA. If anyone's interested, anyone watching, anyone in the Bridgeview, Orland Park area, you want a basketball league, reach out.
yeah. I mean, I know we're doing this award ceremony for the summer at MOT Palatine, but I just want to say we're planning something huge at the end of the year. I'm saying it right now, manifesting it.
Wow.
We're doing something huge,
Something.
something huge.
Let's keep
That-
it at
and that's
something.
something. That's something. No, not keep it at something. Come on, let's announce it, dude.
Nah. Not yet. We'll see. Let's take it day by day. We'll kind of figure it out from there, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah,
But something's coming.
something's coming. A big award show is coming.
Something big is coming.
Something big is coming at the end of the year. We have all these leagues, and
It's gonna be really big,
Is it that sticker?
but it's coming. Just wait for it.
shout out Zayd Muhammad.
Yeah, shout out Zayd, man.
Shout out Noor
Zayd,
Loft.
man.
Shout out Noor
show,
Loft.
award show, Noor Loft, big banquet hall, nice
Wow.
award show.
Shout out Zayd, man. Had a poor
All right, let's
playoff
send us home, man.
performance, but great season, Zayd, man. Yo, relax.
This was the Desert Lions performance. Right
Yeah, I
here.
mean, shout out Desert Lions, man. 3 straight years, CTSPN, Desert Lions. Imran as quarterback, 3 straight years winning.
All good things must come to an end, man.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's still a dynasty if they can, muster up a win next season. But they definitely, it was tough to watch them, go down. But it was also,
Are you
for,
Imran's like Michael Jordan? You're like, or he's like Scottie Pippen?
dude, all I know is the first season without both of us, they lost.
Alhamdulillah.
Just saying that, just putting that out there, not saying anything else. But this was the first season Imran played without Haitham or I, and they lost.
I mean, he was essentially begging you guys to play.
No, he was. I don't think he even messaged me.
Yeah, I can't second that, buddy.
They, dude, fucking shit.
All right, bro, we're off the script right now.
Wow. What a return podcast, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out KFL, man. Excited for the fall season.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the fall season. Yeah.
That is all from us in the studio, outside the lines with KSN.
That is all from us in the studio.
Inside the lines.
presented to you by
This has been your host, Haitham Nekhle, with Inside the Lines.
Irfan Safi, co-host.
Amos and Safi.
And again, Haitham Nekhle.
Yeah,
Safi.
Irfan Safi signing off.
Haitham Nekhle.
That is all, folks.
Signing off. Mohsen
From
Safi.
Inside the Lines here at the KSN Network.
With Mohsen Safi. Oh my God.
And that wraps up KFL Summer.
You done?
The fuck?
The fuck was that? Oh my God. This editor is going to go crazy.
No, low-key, I don't think we had to edit anything. Unless you want to
Yeah, I
leave
called
out
what?
the... Joe is recording.